Dr. Annie Liu was a beloved professor teaching English translation practice at the prestigious Kenan University. She was brilliant, witty, and known for turning even the dullest topics into laugh-out-loud experiences. Her students adored her, not just because she knew everything about translation, but because she could make even the driest translation theories come alive. One fine Friday morning, Dr. Liu entered the classroom holding a curious box. She set it on the table, clapped her hands, and announced, "Today, my dear students, we will explore the 4 techniques of word translation: transliteration, sense translation, literal, and shape-based translation. And no, it won't be boring because I've brought the box of bizarre words." The students leaned forward in their seats, intrigued. Dr. Liu opened the box and pulled out slips of paper, each with an odd word written on it. The first word was zigzag. Zigzag, Dr. Liu began. If we translate by shape, we might say, which describes its jagged, saw-like pattern. Imagine someone translating this word into something like saw blade shape. Now, let's try literal translation. She wrote zig and zag on the board. You could end up with something absurd, like walk in a Z shape, which is technically correct but hilariously awkward in an emergency. The students laughed as Dr. Liu demonstrated by wobbling across the room like a drunken robot. "Now transliteration," she said. "Say it phonetically Z, G, za, G, or something similar." But imagine saying it out loud in a serious tone. It sounds like a cheerleading chant. She grabbed a ruler and began mock cheering, "Z, G, za, G, go team translation." The students roared with laughter. Next, it was time to translate by sense. Dr. Liu explained, "This is where you focus on the meaning. You might call it a winding path or irregular movement. Accurate, but it lacks pizzazz, doesn't it?" She then handed out a new word, hot dog. "I want each group to translate this using all 4 techniques," Dr. Liu declared. The class dove in and chaos ensued. Group 1 confidently announced their literal translation, hot dog. But what if someone mistakes it for a roasted puppy? Dr. Liu teased. The class giggled nervously, as if the SPCA might burst through the door. Group 2 tried transliteration, coming up with ha ti duo g. Dr. Liu repeated it in a dramatic voice, sounding like an alien ordering from a drive-thru. Group 3 went with sense, grilled sausage. "That's not bad," Dr. Liu said, nodding. "But what about the bun? Are you leaving it naked?" Group 4, taking the challenge seriously, offered a shape-based translation. Their result, horizontal striped wrapped object. The entire class burst out laughing. "That sounds like a bandaged hot mess," Dr. Liu chuckled. The real highlight came when Jack, one of the students, raised his hand and asked, "Dr. Liu, what if we used all 4 methods at once?" Dr. Liu's eyes twinkled. "Brilliant. Give it a try, Jack." Jack stood up and proudly presented his creation, a hot dog-shaped wrapped object with sausage inside. "Don't forget its ha-ti in sound too," Dr. Liu applauded. "Jack, you've just created the world's first translation monster. Bravo!" By the end of class, Dr. Liu had the students in stitches, and they left the room with a deeper understanding of translation techniques and sore cheeks from laughing so much. Translation is not just a science, Dr. Liu concluded as they filed out. It's an art, a puzzle, and occasionally, a comedy show.